ago, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario had a disappointing French Open. She lost in the quarterfinals, but now serving for the match against Lindsay Davenport.
Lindsay's talked about the clay being an equalizer because it just takes all of the power away from her shots. That Arantxa Sanchez Vicario serve was about 67 miles per hour. On a hard court, Lindsay's return would have been much stronger. It would have carried through the court better.
All. Arantxa's last Grand Slam final came at Wimbledon 2 years ago. She lost to Steffi Graf.
It was a tough match. She lost, I think, the final here in '96 to Graf as well, in the Olympics to Lindsay. Lost a few big finals that year. Really took a lot of wind out of her, a lot of confidence out of her as well.
Well, she went for it.
15-30.
Lindsay stepping way inside the baseline, just connects there. And Bill, one of the few players that actually practices her return a lot in the warm-up and also when she practices. Monica Seles does as well. We know how important that shot is to their game.
All.
I really think that more people can do that. More people can spend time on that return. It's just like you spend time on that serve. It's the first shot that you're going to hit in the point. You want to start the point in an offensive position. Make the serve and the return very powerful shots. Woo. Look where Arantxa's standing, about 4 feet behind the baseline. Not the place you want to try a drop shot. Number one, because it's tough to judge it all the way over to the net. And number two, you're so far behind the baseline, your opponent has more time to get to the shot. Huge point here, break point for Davenport.
Mademoiselle Davenport.
Really a terrific point from both players. Arantxa had Lindsay moving all over the court, side to side. Lindsay comes in and takes this out of the air. She does that so well when she sees her opponent in trouble.
Lindsay has got to be thinking now, if I can only hold my serve.
There's that,
called out.
Yeah, that extra shot that Arantxa Sanchez Vicario was able to run down, you know, that so many players wouldn't get to. Amanda Kutzer is also another player that does that, gets so many balls back that this is what happens. Your opponent starts to make too many errors, starts to force. Davenport with 46 unforced errors.
And love 30. Lindsay Davenport has held her serve only twice in the match.
Big change of pace there from Sanchez Vicario. Doesn't want to get into a hitting match with Lindsay. She won't win that.
Lindsay must feel like she's playing against a wall.
It is.
At times.
It's just so frustrating. Because Arantxa has so much time to run down those shots. And that's the thing that Arantxa has special, is that movement. I'd say her movement and her backhand are her big weapons. Doesn't have a great forehand. Serve's not great. And her fight, just an unbelievable competitor.
Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
6-5, second set. We mentioned that Lindsay Davenport has held her serve only twice. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario has held hers only 4 times. And once again, she serves for the match.
Yeah, they've held serve 6 times total and been broken 14 times total. So this is where Arantxa says, okay, Lindsay, you take the balls. You go ahead and serve this game. Second opportunity to try to serve for the match. See if Lindsay jumps all over the second serve. Soft net here at Roland Garros. No, the whole tournament, Bill, I've only seen the ball go on the side of the person who hit it only once. It's really a soft net and usually goes over. Not strung that tightly.
Love 30.
Zero count.
And that's the side that Lindsay's going to pick on, that forehand side. Definitely the side that makes more errors for Arantxa Sanchez Vicario and not as lethal. Tends to fall short more often than the backhand side.
I'll put a little extra something on that serve. 15-40. The break opportunities. Plenty of them. Another service break. That's the 15th of the match.
And believe me, Bill, that's what you want to see when you're playing against Sanchez Vicario. You want to see that forehand start to go, start to produce a few errors. Sometimes gets nervous, really pulls up on it and yanks it.
Well, that look says a lot. Tiebreak records. One all.
Good patient point there from Lindsay Davenport. Even mixed up her own shots. Threw in a big topspin forehand. Kind of a moon ball. She's gotten a little more patient this year than she has in the past at the French Open. I think one of those reasons, Bill, is because her fitness is better. She feels like she can hang in the points a little longer.
Hitting out there.
Just a short second serve, though.
This is what's coming up. Martina Hingis, Monica Seles immediately following this match. The second women's semifinal. Good to have you with us here on USA. Bill McAtee and Tracy Austin. I guess you just have to get used to the fact that balls that normally would stay on the other side of the net are going to be coming right back at you.
You're exactly right. Have to get used to hitting about 2 or 3 fantastic shots before you win the point.
And that has really always been the case for opponents of Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. 3-1. That dips in. 3-2.
Bill, she reminds me a lot of Michael Chang. Neither one of them real tall. Both rely so much on the movement. Good top spin on this. Very well disguised. Keeps her shoulders turned until the last second. Then whips that ball cross court.
Now, very aggressive there.
The key to that point was a good first serve and then wrong footing. Lindsay Davenport talked about the fact that it's tough to get your footing. And Lindsay definitely not 100%, doesn't feel 100% confident moving on the clay still. And Bill, she says the exact same thing. She says, I don't consider myself #2 in the world on the clay court surface. But she's also won 4 of her tournaments out of the 14 that she's won have been on clay. So sometimes I don't think she gives herself enough credit.
S'il vous plaît.
Oh, a nice return. Is that what she's going to have to do?
She is. I mean, it's so close to the line. Just jumps all over that serve. The thing is whether you can sustain that for a whole match. Sanchez Vicario makes it very difficult for opponents to do that. I talked to Robert Vantoff, Lindsay's coach, before the match. He said that's what she was looking for. Off that forehand side of Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, she has a tendency to hit the ball short. And that's when Lindsay was going to jump all over it, and that's what she did.
This is Lindsay's first tiebreak of the '98 French Open. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario has played 1. She lost that to Patty Schnyder in the quarterfinals. Too good.
An effective drop shot here that really opens up the court for Sanchez Vicario. Hits it off her back foot, but still plenty of accuracy on the passing shot.
Please
And
thank
Arantxa Sanchez Vicario will have a match point.
Arantxa's mom looks on.
Steady match. Mademoiselle Sanchez Vicario. 6-3, 7.
An hour and 33 minutes.
A perfect tactical match from Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, getting tons and tons of balls in, running everything down. And I'm sure that Lindsay Davenport is going to be disappointed.
Already today, one spot in the final has been determined. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, straight sets over American Lindsay Davenport, and Arantxa is down with Barry McKay. Barry?
All right, Bill, thanks very much. Arantxa, congratulations. Felicidades.
Gracias.
And what about 4-5 in the tiebreak? You try a little drop shot off the backhand. What was going through your mind at that point?
Well, it was not my intention. I just tried to, hit it, slice, put it on the court. But I guess I was a little bit late, and I, missed it, and I hit it very badly. So I thought that I tried to forget about it and try to continue, and try to still focus again. So try to be able to win in the tiebreaker and don't have to go to the third set. But I don't know why. It was a very strange point.
Arantxa, what about this place? 6 times in the finals. Anything special about Roland Garros that kind of gets you fired up every year?
Yes, I think this is a very special tournament for me. Always has been and always will be. I think that I have an extra motivation here, and I always have special, feelings, and I always play well, even since the beginning, when I came here, and I still playing always, pretty well. And every time I try to, my game is getting better and better. So obviously, this is probably the best feeling, because after 2 injuries in the bad moments this year, it's the best can happen to be in the final.
And now maybe the teenagers, because I heard you talking about them the other day, maybe they show you a little more respect after this win?
Well, normally, it's going to be, a tough match also. So I don't mind who I have to play, but I'll try to, play as good and try to, to get for the trophy.
Let's talk about Hingis and Celis a little bit. Monica obviously making a big comeback. Any preference about either one of those 2 players?
No, I think it's, first of all, it's great that, Monica's here, after what she's going through. So I think she's a great champion, and she's showing up, and she's playing, much better at the moment. And Martina is the youngest player, the #1 player in the world. So she, almost win everything that she plays. So both players are great, and I will have, tough matches, whoever wins, but I would also try to give him a hard time.
Would you do a little different strategy against Hingis, say, as opposed to Celis?
Well, no, I just think that I will have to play, my game, and every time is different match. But obviously, I have nothing to lose. They're the ones who are the favorites, the same as today when I play Lindsay. So that also can help me a lot. And I just think I just have to play, my own game, and I'll try to, give my best. That's all. But the pressure probably is more for them.
Arantxa, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Buena suerte.
Thank you.